Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Good morning, Nelda. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here. I thank y'all for giving me the thumbs up. Good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. Hello, Layla. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you today. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Is that a Texas hat you have on? Looks like one from here, but it's a little bitty tiny picture of it. I've got a Texas hat somewhere. I don't know where it is. Huh. I need to wear it to the festival. Today is festival day, y'all, in Gladewater, Texas. Oh, Dodgers. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Well, it looks Texas from here. I'll pretend it is Texas. Hope everybody's doing good today. Good morning, Cheryl. It's nice to see you. Glad you came in. Good morning, Diana. How are you feeling? And I haven't seen any news about the fires, and I'm sorry about that. I usually try to keep up with what's going on, and I haven't seen any news lately. So I guess I took it as a sign that they're getting them controlled. I certainly hope so. You had a rough time out there lately, haven't you, Diana? Oh, good to know. Thank you so much. Boy, that was a mess, wasn't it? Good morning, Jackie. I'm wearing my London shirt today. Show you. I'm wearing it to the festival. A pink London shirt. I love it. Good morning, Connie. Yeah, it does look good. I got to say, it does. It's beautiful. I love this shirt. And the thing is, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just perfect. And the material is soft, it's wonderful. So I thought I'd wear that to Gladewater, Texas today. Of course, they don't know whether I'm from London or if I got this from London or somebody sent it to me. Doesn't matter. Good morning, Joy. Thank you for coming in. We've got 16 already. That's great. So today is the Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival. They have it every year at this time, and they have it at a school. Thanks, Connie. Good morning, LL Jean. And I went to it last year, and I made a video there. Oh no, Diana. They've been out working those fires. They were on their way home. Oh my gosh, Rachel. I'm so sorry to hear that, Rachel. But it's nice of you to come in. I mean, are you the patient? Or are you there with a patient? I was thinking maybe one of your sons might be in the hospital again. This year at the festival, somebody over there has cookies. No, not this one, Jackie. The one that I used to sell out, it's called Canton First Monday, Canton, Texas. And it's kind of a famous, it's acres and acres and acres of people selling everything you can think of, from furniture to wreaths to everything. And we went up there once a month. The winters were brutal. The summers were brutal. We had a torrential rain one time when we were up there and the streets flooded. They're just mud anyway. It was a mess. Yep, arts and crafts and food. I hope so. Hey, ZZ, I was just thinking about you. It's me, your old ZZ. ZZ, I thanked you last week on the live for the Chewy gift card. No, Jackie, I'm not. I've got enough stuff. Good morning, Brenda. Oh, y'all, Rachel has pneumonia and COVID. Good morning, Annette. Good to see you. Well, anyway, Zizi, so I go on Chewy and I ordered a big 30-pound bag of cat food. And I'm telling you, it seemed like no time till that was delivered to my door. And I thank you so much. I know that's terrific, ZZ. I thank you. And they're chowing down on that as we speak. They don't sell, or they were out of, maybe. Good morning, Rambling Rose. Great to see you. Kitten Caboodle. They didn't have Kitten Caboodle. That's okay. I got Meow Mix and they love it. So I don't think they have a preference, y'all. To them, cat food is cat food, just so they get something to eat. That's all they care about. And every morning I go out and feed all my cats, and then I feed Mr. Mimi on the porch out here. And then I go over next door and I'm feeding Miss Callie. And I have decided to feed Miss Callie. Yes, it is, Easy. The guy brought it up to me. I put it on my front porch. Thank goodness. I could not lift that thing up those steps. I used to be able to sling a bag of Quikrete over my shoulder at 80 pounds. I can't do it anymore. But I walked it in the house. You know how you walk a piece of furniture? And that's how I got it in. Jackie, let me give you I will email you and give you my home address. That post office up there, something's gone wrong with them. They're nuts. Hey, Cindy, good morning. They you would be surprised at the mail that gets delivered to other people constantly with that same uh, post office. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I had something that came, I think it came from Temu. It said it was delivered. I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh, I'll be happy to give you my address, Jackie. I know I have do I have your email address? Anyway, if I don't have it, my email address is mysimplecottagelife@gmail.com. And My Simple Cottage Life is all one word, mysimplecottagelife@gmail.com. If you will email me, I will send you my home address. Yeah, net, no kidding. 7. I think I've got 4 steps. But when you're carrying a 30-pound, I mean, a sack of cat food is very heavy. But that's what they had, and that's what I ordered, and I'm so glad I did because now I have a nice supply, and they love it. So anyway, we're going to the festival, and y'all are going. Yeah, that was a good topic. Cindy put up, Jackie. Sure was. Yeah, no kidding, Diana. It's awful. Y'all saw the picture I put up, I think, of they left somebody's package out by my driveway, um, up against a tree, and I had to look up the woman's address, and I drove down there and took it to her. But I was telling you about my Temu package. I couldn't find it, couldn't see it anywhere, and finally I go out. What happened? She drove around my circle driveway and threw my package out, and it was like that far from the door of my car. She threw that out under the carport. I was telling Brian about it. He said, "Is that woman in that white car?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "She will not get out of that car for nothing." She does that to him too, throws his stuff everywhere. Annette, cat litter is awfully heavy. Um, they sell lightweight litter, but it costs a heck of a lot more than the regular litter. Now, I have several times bought the lightweight. It depends on what my finances are at the time because it's honestly, yeah, no kidding, Diana. I I saw about 15 feet from my mailbox out by the road was my electric bill laying on the ground. I mean, she just must throw that stuff right and left. Yes, you can, LLG. You can sit by the window. I was thinking about where am I going to put all y'all, but you can sit by the window. Oh, neat, ZZ. That would be great. Last year I looked at, y'all remember last year they had those great big chickens and they were metal and super shiny and bright colors. Now I don't want one, but I think it's awfully cute. And but remember, I think I told you they were like $150 or something. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if they've got baked goods. I would love to maybe bring home um, some banana bread or something like that. Thank you, Jackie. Weren't they pretty, Zuzi? Yeah, the fair. Uh, I think our fair is in. Well, now the Gilmer has the Jamboree. It's like a fair. They've got crafts and they got food and they've got a live bands and stuff that sing all throughout the day. I know Ramblin' Rose, but aren't they cute? Ella Jean, my favorite cookie in the whole world is oatmeal. Oatmeal cookies. I love oatmeal cookies. Huh. It's usually FedEx that delivers anywhere they want to. And it's usually FedEx that are so grouchy. They're so grouchy. I have never had a UPS man who wasn't friendly. And I love people like that. He was just really nice. But FedEx, they're not nice at all. That guy brought cat food to me one time, a FedEx truck, and took it next door over there. And I went over that way and I asked him, would he please put it up on my porch? You know what he did? He got in his truck and drove off and left me standing there. So I guess that's my answer. No, he won't. That's it. That's it. Oatmeal raisin. That's what I love, Connie. My very favorite cookies at all. I am not real fond of chocolate chip. Yep, and then here too, people every day on Facebook. There was a lady the other day that said it was "Good morning, Blue Rose." Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you were sick, and I'm glad you're better. I like chocolate, y'all. I do, but there's something I just don't. I'd rather have oatmeal raisin cookies than chocolate chip any day. They're really good with morning coffee as breakfast, aren't they? Oh, nice, ZZ. I had a UPS man that I knew first name basis as well. I've seen him for years and years. He used to deliver to the art gallery when I worked there, and but he retired. Um, and so UPS usually is good here. FedEx not so much, and USPS not at all. Oatmeal raisin. I know it, Diane. I want some so bad I can't stand it. Let me tell you, Family Dollar sells an oatmeal raisin cookie, and y'all, it's pretty darn good. Uh, Jackie, I've not smelled it since I told y'all about it. And we have had some very, very hot weather. Well, I kind of like ZZ. Oh, Annette. Well, I hope you're better. I do like chocolate. That's just not my favorite cookie. Dana, we have a Family Dollar just about on every corner. It's either a Family Dollar or a Dollar General, and they're everywhere. Now, Dollar General's getting really, really bad in this area. It's got to where the aisles are so close together and stuff is so crammed in there, and there's boxes everywhere. You can't hardly go down the aisle. That's good, Joy. I don't know what all they're having. I think I saw an ad at the festival for t-shirts, and I'm in a t-shirt mood. I love t-shirts that say things on them. Uh, like I have a Queen, but not the Queen. It's Freddie Mercury. Poundland, Poundland, sort of like Just a Buck that we used to have here. Good morning, Becky. And speaking of, the Queen and I are wearing pink today. Isn't she gorgeous? I miss her, y'all. There she is in pink, and she looks beautiful. Wow, Diana. I have a Family Dollar about a mile and a half down the road, and I'm going to tell you, when they put that in, it was a lifesaver. I wish they had had Family Dollar when my Bobby was still alive, because then I could run down there right quick and get whatever he needed and get back home. As it was, I had to go to the store every 2 weeks, and I had to get someone to come and sit with Bobby while I went to the store. And that that got old for them, I'm sure. They got to where they were tired of doing that, but that's the only way. And at the time, I didn't have a freezer, so I had to go to the store, and I usually only had an hour, and I had to go to the store and get back within an hour. And I think I can't go get gas in the car. I can't go to the post office. I can't go fill up. Did I say gas? I think so. Look at someone alive. Kate's got a calendar. Yeah, Blue Rose, you're right. Connie, she looked beautiful. Everything she wore was immaculate, clean and neat and pressed and clean as a pin. Thank you, Becky. Oh, they will. Cool. Even William, huh? Don't don't send me a Camilla. It's not that I dislike Camilla. I don't dislike Camilla at all, y'all. I don't. I don't know her. So, uh, anyway, I love Kate though. She's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she is stick thin. Stick thin. Megan, they're not going to make, you know better than that. They're not going to make a calendar with Megan on there. No way. Jackie, they're going cheap, she says. Huh. Megan really messed up, didn't she, y'all? She had every opportunity in the world to be famous and have into this wonderful family, and she blew it big time. She just, she was so bossy. She I think when she became a duchess, she decided exactly, Z, you're right. Yeah, Becky. She could have been wonderful for that country and this country too if she had just played the game better than she did. She's interesting though. There is a YouTube person, and I don't know her name, but she does mostly what she does is show the bad outfits that Megan wears. And I never thought about it before. Y'all might watch this person. I don't know. Blue Rose. Isn't she wonderful, Annette? I never thought a whole lot about Anne until the Queen passed away. But man, she loves her country. She loves her country like her mother did. And I believe that William does too. But unfortunately, Harry and Meghan have embarrassed the royal family, and I can see why. Listen, we're embarrassed too, y'all, because she's a U.S. citizen. Yeah, it is, Jackie, because Harry did not have the service, the to the drive to serve his country like Charles and William do. I saw that, LL Jean. They sure did. They People are quitting as soon as they she can't keep staff. Little Louis, he's a mess, isn't he? You know, there's a picture of him and when the Air Force or whatever it was flew over, and he's got his hands on his ears and his mouth's wide open, and there's the Queen smiling sweetly, standing beside the little devil. Yeah. Well, Jackie, I'm getting some weird people. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. I knew that already. But I'm having to turn people down. I think I told y'all about the woman who, yeah, I know I did. I told you in the group about the woman who had her income was, he is cute, Susie. They want things that I'm not. They just they want to do it their way. One guy got in contact with me a couple of days ago. He said, I would like to see the house, and you can choose either Wednesday or next Tuesday. Hi, Sharon. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, Diana. That lady considered that to be a steady income, and DoorDash is not a steady income. DoorDash is a side job, y'all. I mean, you would have to be working continually. And this area is saturated with DoorDash people. And there's not that many people to go around here that somebody else is not doing their area. I think so too, Ella Jean. I hope so. Jackie, yes. In fact, I bet all of them that I talked to, and there's where it doesn't go any further. Uh, Remember I told y'all about the guy that said, I have two dogs. They're two German Shepherds. And I said, I don't have a fenced yard. And he said, well, I take them out on a leash. Now, y'all think about it. Let's say he's got those two German Shepherds out on a leash. He's going to have to look like Hulk Hogan to be able to hold on to him, for one thing. Let's say a cat runs across the driveway, and those dogs take off after that cat and get out in that highway, that horrible highway out there. No, my description says no. Well, it had no animals at first. Now I have relented. I said, now somebody can have a cat. I figure if they've got a cat, they will understand that I have cats. Don't you think? I do. I think so. So, anyway, this guy wanted to come either Wednesday, which was that very day, and it was already 6 o'clock in the evening, or he wanted to come next Tuesday. And I'm thinking, it doesn't work that way, y'all. I have to vet them first. They have to go through a questionnaire first before they ever get to come out and see the house. I got pictures of the house already, so they've seen the house. Of course, they want to do a walkthrough. I got it, but you're going to have to qualify before. It's a waste of my time and a waste of their time. If I set up an appointment, they come out here, they view it. I have to go and turn all the lights on, have to turn on the air conditioner, uh, and then they come through and they don't want it, or I don't want them. No, I'm not doing a realtor, ZZ. I can't afford a realtor. I just cannot. I can't do it. Besides that, I'm right across the driveway from them. I'm here, so that I'm saving that fee by. And besides that, don't y'all know, if I saw a realtor drive up over there with some people to look at my house, I'm going to want to be right in the big middle of it, don't you know? Yeah, Joy, I think so. I read a thing this morning, Jackie, that said the housing market, let's say buyers and renters are no, but the buyers market are coming down on houses. The renters market are going up on houses, but it all depends on the area in which you live. So I've had quite a few people interested in the house, but not, you know, that woman that lived there, she really turned me off to that. You know what I mean? And so I want to make sure that whoever I get in there won't be a complete slob. And that's I don't think I can do this again, y'all. I can't go through completely redoing that house all over again. That's right, ZZ. Jackie, it's the same here. They're making it really, really hard. Um, landlord, being a landlord is getting harder and harder to do because of so many regulations. I hear you, Joy. I agree. Oh, I'm sorry, Annette. Yeah, the rent normally they go up every year when the lease, if let's say they have a 1 year lease, you can always count on the next year when your lease comes up, they're going to raise that rent. Now, I think so, Kathy. I hope so. But I know it's difficult to rent. I know it is. But that house is a big chunk of investment. That's we have to be real careful. I do when I can't just get a crew come in, and completely redo everything that they've torn up. And so I have to do it this way. And I may not, it may be a long time before I get to rent this house. I eventually will, but it may be a while. I fancy. I fancy. No, Zizi, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry, Annette. Prices are coming down, Annette, though. They really are. Well, Diane, I don't have a choice. I mean, the house is sitting over there on the property I live on, and I can't let it sit there empty. And yet, I can't afford to have people who completely trash it. And I can't physically or financially afford another tenant like I had that last one. Well, I hope so, Jackie. I really hope so. Yeah, I figured that, Jackie. So your two-bedroom, Jackie, is it rented already? Renting is a pain in the neck. Yes, Jackie, that's my problem. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I let her alone. You don't know how. This woman was hysterical half the time. The smallest little thing, and she would just go nuts. Now, remember, this is the woman that lived in her truck, but she would just seriously be crazy if something went wrong. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm afraid the house is going to catch fire and I'm going to come home and find my dog's dead. That's the way she did. That's what she said. She was, I told y'all about her driving off and leaving me standing in the driveway while I'm trying to talk to her about the house. She I tried to talk to her and her son one time out there on the patio, and she screams and jumps up and runs in the house and said, I don't have to listen to this. Yes, lady, you do. You have to listen to that because it's my house. Oh, I think so, Becky. I think so, Becky. Did you see the video where I read the letter that she left me? Oh my goodness, y'all! Decent human beings don't talk that way. They just don't. Hello, Miss Peach. Thank you for coming in. No, you're not late. You're just fine. Yeah, that letter. I don't think she had any marbles at all, Connie, frankly. I've never known a human being that a Karen, a diva, anything you want to think of, that's like her. I wish I could, but I don't think you can do that, Jackie. I think that's against the law. There's a lot of things, an awful lot of things that all of a sudden are against the law nowadays. And I did not know. I wasn't a member of a landlord group on um, Facebook back then. If I had been, there are an awful lot of things that she tore up that I fixed or had repaired or bought new that I didn't have to, and it was her responsibility, and I didn't know it, y'all. This time I'm better armed. I'm I'm forewarned. Now I know what we can do and what we can't do. Well, that put the toilet seat down then, because that should be down in the first place. That's why it's a seat, a lid. Are you talking about the lid? I don't know, Blue Rose. I just don't know. Toilet seat won't stay up. Well, all she's got to do is run down to her little discount store and buy her a new toilet seat and put it on there. It's real easy to do. I've done it. Just a few screws. But that's ridiculous, Jackie. That's not even an issue. Is she talking about while she's sitting on it? Now that would be an issue. Yeah, I fixed everything too, Jackie. Right. I mean, jumped on it. And then when her power went out over there, I had the electrician, and I told her the night before, I said, I'm going to bring an electrician out there on Sunday morning because, you need your electricity. And when he got here, I texted her. I said, he's here. We need to come over. And she didn't answer. And I knew she was there. There's her cars there. And I texted her again. I said, we have to come in the house to fix the electricity. She said, well, this is the way I picture with her texting. I don't know how she sounded, but she said, well, we were going to go to the Walmart, the Walmart, and then to wash clothes. I texted back, do you want your power fixed or not? She texted back, well, it's your house. Now, is that stupid? Like I don't know that? She was just a nut, just a crazy nut. She wanted her power fixed, her electricity fixed, but they were going to the Walmart. That was more important than getting her power fixed. It had to be on her terms. It had to be on her terms. Hey, Diane, there you are. What do you mean you almost forgot? I left 2 notices, girl. One in the community and one on the Facebook group. Her shift. Yeah. Connie, she couldn't fix anything. She called me one time and said, I think the breaker trip. I said, go flip it up back on. Where's the breaker box? That's what she said. I said, it's right in there on in your son's room on the wall. You can't miss it. For heaven's sake, y'all. Oh, you did, ZZ. That's great. Oh, neat. Thank you very much, Blue Rose. Thank you very much. We got 23 likes and 39 in here. What's going on to those others? What are y'all doing? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the festival. Yes, Sharon. Yep. I was looking for cookies last year, y'all, and they didn't have any. But I saw on some of the vendors' things on my Facebook page about the festival, and they've got baked goods. So I'm gonna tell you something. If I can't find them at there, I'm gonna stop at the Family Dollar and buy me some cookies. No, this isn't the same thing. It's not the Amberry. The reason they call it Yamboree, YAM, is like a sweet potato, Jackie. And that's what this area around here grows, sweet potatoes. So it's the Yamboree. Wow, I've never had that, ZZ. Yeah, Sharon, I know it. I never had that. I did too, Linda. I went to the store yesterday. I bought 3 baking potatoes and 2 sweet potatoes. Well, that is great, Miss Peach. I hope you have a good day there. A 93-year-old, huh? I think Jackie just went. Jackie, how was the birthday party? Didn't you say she was 90 or 91 that you went to last week, I think? I got 26, Joy. Well, I started watching, and I've watched it so many times, I almost can quote. It's a movie, it's on YouTube. Really? An actor and a London tour guide. That's weird, Sharon. Isn't that weird? Yes, and that I'm gonna bake. That's what I'm gonna have for my dinner one night. Is a baked potato. Okay, Blue Rose. I'm gonna try to keep talking. Anyway, it was about that British doctor. That doctor. Take Jackie. I said his name the other day, and or said Harold Shipman. Doctor Harold Shipman. He's called Doctor Death. He had a doctorate practice in a small village. And y'all, he caused the demise of over 300 of his patients over a period of a few years. He just, he got greedy. He started forging their will so that he could inherit their property. Hi, Marcia. First day of fall, is it? Well, they finally caught him, but I've watched it over and over because I love to see these British cops and how they solve these mysteries. And oh, darn, Jackie, he was married, huh? It's kind of like that guy I ran into at Home Depot. I mean, I listen. I'd give up Johnny Depp for that guy. Hi, Tammy. Oh, Tammy, I have always loved to color. Always. You use actual crayon or do you use colored pens or pencils? I always loved to color. I used to color with my kids all the time. It's fun, isn't it? Yep, bridge over troubled water. Wow, Layla. Y'all, I think the Texas lottery is up to something like 400 and some odd $1 million. It is, ZZ. It really is. It is relaxing. You know, that's what crafts are do for you. You when you're doing crafts, let's just say coloring or making wreaths or whatever, painting. Yeah, they do, Diane. And they're nice, aren't they? Your mind goes nowhere but what is going on with that craft. It's like reading. It's like reading a good book. You are in that person's story that's telling this story. But that's why I love crafts so much, because that your mind, you don't worry about the problems of the world. You don't worry about, you know, the economy or health issues. That's all you've got on your mind is right there, what's in front of you. And that is wonderful for you. I never learned to crochet, but I did make a quilt once, but I made it on the sewing machine. Oh, I see what you got. Yeah, Tammy. You know, Tammy, I don't know if you go to Temu or use Temu or not. They have tons and tons of supplies, art supplies on Temu. And you might find something, and you know that those are super inexpensive. Zizi, I learned to embroidery. And before my daughter was born, I made curtains for her window, and I embroidered little puppies and kitties and things all along the border of that. It is very, very relaxing as it can be. Now, they do have some coloring type things that you can do on your phone or your tablet or whatever. But I don't know. I would make a mess on that because I'm not real good at being. I can't stay in the lines when it's on the internet. How cool, Diane! How fun! They wanted to color. See there? You got two new friends, didn't you? No, Zuzi, it's different. It's different, but it's not embroidery, but it's more like crochet, really. Y'all know what she's talking about when she's talking about doilies. Connie, I always know afterward what the word is when it's too late. I was watching somebody's live the other day on my TV, and they were trying to think of a singer who was kin to Whitney Houston. Neither one of those people could. There were two people in this screen for a on their live. They could not think of this woman's name to save my life, and I'm there, Dionne Warwick. It's Dionne Warwick. I mean, I knew what it was, and that's why I like to go to lives sometime. Now there are lives where they do trivia, uh, and at first I kind of liked it, but then it got annoying, and because I didn't know any, I didn't know any answers. That's why. But I don't know whether I would like trivia or not for a live. I used to be too, ZZ. Loved it. I loved it. But the older I get, the harder it is for me. And I know what the word is. It's there. It's right there. But I cannot seem to recall it until it's too late. Becky, me too. See, my mother had a sewing machine. Tatting. Is it? It's called tatting, Martha? Okay. Um, my mother had a sewing machine, but we were not allowed to use it. And all the other girls in the class, mothers, had sewing machines, and they were allowed to use theirs, but we could not touch it. Aw, thanks, Diane. I need to make some more. Y'all think I should make some more maybe before I completely get so old I can't paint anymore. I've got one of my angels on my wall in there. I still have some canvases. But, I took those and I did them, and I had a kind of a drawing, and I did 6 at a time, and I did it 2 different times. And they were not very big, and I put them in one of those envelopes that's what do y'all call that? Bubble wrap type stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And I sent them off. Well, by the time you do the paints and you do the canvas and you do the thank you, Layla. Thank you so much. And the shipping and all that stuff, that kind of was a chunk of money. And I had 2 people that contacted me and said when they got theirs, there was a slash mark across it. I have done all, Tammy. I especially like acrylic. But I used to have a shop, and I painted on vintage furniture and sold that kind of thing out of my shop. And I even took in furniture from others, painted for them, whatever they wanted, and then they came and picked it up. But yeah, I used to do that all the time. I used to love to sew, ZZ. And somewhere I've got a sewing machine. I tell you what I do like. It's Facebook stuff. It's match 3 games. I love match 3. They're you got to match the 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, and I joined a group this morning, y'all. It's called Women Over 70, and I just now got a notice that they approved me. Women Over 70. If you're interested, I'll check it out first before I give it a review, and y'all might want to join. Yes, Diane, I do. We had to cook. They had refrigerators and stoves and all these little bays. And the girls got in there and they cooked stuff. And then when they got it all cooked, the football boys were invited to come and sit down and eat our food. And we just sat there and watched it. We didn't get any of it. We had to clean it all up. I think that was pretty rotten of them. See, it promotes the idea that the woman's place is in the kitchen and she's supposed to provide for her man. That's what it promoted. But that was way back in the early 60s when we did that. They don't even have homemaking classes anymore. Well, that's what I was saying, Diane, because mother would not let me use her sewing machine. Me too, ZZ. You better believe it. I wasn't any good at sewing. We didn't, Tammy. No, we had to feed the football boys. And then they get up and they don't even say thanks a lot, or they make fun of our food, or oh my God, I'm not eating that stuff. or whatever, and they go on about their way, and we've got to clean up and wash the dishes, and but they didn't have dishwashers either back then in our homemade class. Oh, cool, Sharon. I haven't tried that, Rachel. My daughter used to do that, but I haven't tried it. Nowadays, you can quickly look up anything, Google anything and have the answer to it pretty quick. And that I was in, it wasn't carpenter class. I can't think of the name of it. Drafting class where we had to do house plans and stuff like that. The only reason I got in it was because the class I applied for was full, and they put me in that class, and there was me and two other girls, and the rest were all boys. I know, Connie. It's kind of cool, huh? Don't you love Google? Rachel. Y'all remember? I mean, Bobby collected cookbooks. He had dozens and dozens and dozens of cookbooks, and he'd read them, sit and read in the evening, hold his dog, and read those cookbooks. I don't even look at a cookbook anymore. I go Google it. I mean, there it is within seconds. It tells you exactly the recipe you want. And y'all be proud of me now, because when I went to the grocery store yesterday, I passed by that cooling area where they have cheesecake. And I saw it over there. I saw it. It was looking at me, and it was going. And I said, no, I can't have that. Oh, yeah, he was, Jackie. He was. He cooked a lot, a lot. And here's the secret. I said to him, Bobby, your spaghetti is so much better than mine. Bobby, your meatloaf is wonderful. It's so much better than mine. You know what I was doing? I didn't have to cook. I hate to cook. And he cooked. I said, it's delicious. You ought to make that more often. Let's have chicken fried steak tomorrow night. I didn't have to cook. I didn't mind cleaning it up. I just didn't want to cook. Hey, Chris, you're late. Where have you been? It's good to see you today, Chris. We're going to the Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival today. Are you going? Oh, that was good, Diane. Your own toolbox. Me too, Annette. I do. I have my own toolbox. I was interested in that stuff. One year I asked my husband to give me Quikrete cement mix for Christmas, and he did. He gave me 10 big bags of Quikrete cement. That's what I wanted. I was making walkways. That's what I wanted. I should have been a man, y'all. I should never have been a girl. Anyway, Chris, they're having the Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival today and tomorrow. And when I leave the chat today, I'm taking all y'all with me. You're going to all stuff in my little bitty Nissan Rogue, and we're going to the festival. And I'm going to send y'all in all directions so that you can find my cookies. I want those cookies. Homemade cookies, they are honestly better than anything else. I don't know. I mean, I don't see the difference really making something in your home or making something in a factory. It's all the same ingredients. Tammy, yes, we do. And by the way, Tammy, if you have Facebook and would like to join our group, we have a wonderful group of ladies. We have 72 members in our Facebook group. And all you have to do is type in your little search line, My Simple Cottage Life, Friends and Family. It'll pop right up, and click join. And you have to answer 2 little old bitty questions, no big deal. And you will be a member of our Facebook group, and we'd love to have you. But yes, pretty much every Saturday. Yep, Joy, right. Sometimes I don't get to. No, y'all have to go in the Nissan, Jackie. Boy, you're picky all of a sudden, aren't you? Oh, neat, Tammy. They have, hey, good morning, Darlene. How you feeling today? Hope it's a good week for you. Okay, great, Tammy. That's great. Anyway, so this month is the festival. October is Jamboree, and I am going this year. The last 2 years, I know, Joy. I'm trying to avoid that word because it's like the word coffee. Yeah, I do, Becky. Oh, seven treatments already, Darlene. How many do you have to have in all? And then when you're done with that, do you get to ring the bell? Oh, 12. Okay, well, look at that. You're over halfway through, dear. Over halfway through. We'll, we'll be rooting for you. Don't you know you will? Yep. We pray for you. Anyway, so yep, she is, Jackie. That's right, Diane. Cheesecake, cheesecake. A coffee, coffee, coffee. If I see somebody drinking coffee on TV or whatever, I don't care if it's midnight. I got to have a cup of coffee. If I see it in writing, I got to have a cup of coffee. It's subliminal. You know, they used to do that to movies. We'd sit in a movie and that they would flash popcorn, and it was so fast that uh, we weren't we didn't know that's what they were doing, but it's subliminal messages, and it makes you want to go and buy your drink and your popcorn. It really did. And finally the government cut that out. They wouldn't letting them do that anymore. But there's no telling what they're doing to us when we watch movies. They flash stuff. Isn't that interesting how that works? Your mind, it's split second, but your mind picks it up. You don't necessarily know. I learned that from Columbo. I think so, Annette. I learned that from a Columbo uh, show. You know who Columbo was, y'all. Tell me you do. I just love the man. Love him, love him. But he was wonderful. Yeah, yeah, Diane. I think they do. I think they still do. But the government was getting on to them there for a while. Yes, I do, Joy. We'll be like a parade. Y'all hanging out windows and waving and all that. How funny. It's a luggage rack up there. Me too, Miss Peach. Oh man, I used to watch him every Friday morning, just like clockwork. Loved him. He was hilarious. Peter Falk. I watched a YouTube video where they went by his former home in Beverly Hills. It was a beautiful home that Columbo lived in. I think that he and his daughter were estranged in his later years. Your red blood count is low. You're cold a lot. Oh, so you can't have the treatment if it's too low, Darlene? I seem to remember that about my mother when she was taking treatments. I tried LL Jean. I couldn't get into it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe there was something else on at the time that I was had been watching that I didn't ever get into Monk. But I liked, wasn't he sort of a savant? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I've seen that, Jackie. Yeah. He fell down some stairs, supposedly. Jackie could be my daughter, I think. One day I called her my sister from overseas. And she was gracious enough to let me do that. But I would have been the much older sister. But I think Jackie and my son is 50, Jackie. My daughter's 53. That's shocking. Totally shocking. Ah, sweetest Jackie. Oh, wow, LL Jean, you don't want to watch a show like that and then be mortified by something, huh? My American sister, my British sister. I've got something I'm gonna work on, y'all. You know, I told you I used to paint on t-shirts and jean jackets, or maybe I didn't tell you. I did tennis shoes, jeans. No, Jackie, I didn't. My children did. All of my children worked after school and on weekends, but I didn't. I was rotten. I was rotten. Anyway, and I painted on vests and okay, so I have this vest. It's a denim vest, and I'm going to paint on it. And I'm going to include my British heritage along with my United States and Texas heritage as well. You'll see. I'll show it to you. But I'm going to wear it. I've got my paints ready, and I've got those little glitter paints and those all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to start painting on my jacket this week. Not my jacket, my vest. I think Brian's first job was in a pet store. Um, that probably explains why he loves animals as much as he does, although we always had animals. He grew up with animals. So nobody's going to want it, Jackie. Mine, no, nobody's going to want it. Okay, Olive Jean, I guess, well, we're around the same age then. I'm probably much older, but still. How interesting, Jackie. Congratulations, Darlene. My Bobby and I were married 42 years. He passed away when he was 79, and I am 76. And I'm almost to that age, if the good Lord allows. Wow, Jackie. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I get spooked out. Oh, you're short. You're younger than me by a year, then, Ella Jean. Because my birthday is in May, and I'll be 77. Brian called me yesterday, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm putting up my groceries. I got to the grocery store. Thanks, Tammy. I got to the grocery store and I got home, and I consider that to be a good day when I can get back home with no problems." Oh my gosh, Jackie. I've seen a movie about something like that, Jackie. I sure have. Did y'all see? I wasn't Catholic. Did y'all go to a school where they come around and rap you on the knuckles with their ruler or something if you don't behave? I understand that they were extremely strict. You're a youngin', Martha. Oh man, ZZ, I can. I watch zombies and vampires. And the brand new Salem's Lot is coming out October the 1st. The brand new one. Brian called me about it the other day, but I don't have Max, on TV. So I'm going to go down to Brian's house and watch it when they did in it, huh? I love hello, Becky. Good morning to you and welcome. Gilbert, Arizona. Martha, are you talking about Salem's Lot? I've seen all of them. There've been several, and this brand new one's coming out. Yes, it does, Jackie. Sharon. I love them, Diane. I love them. Love them, love them. I don't have Netflix anymore, Darlene. I had to let it go back. They charging me $16 a month, and I figure I give up enough as it is. I'm not going to give up something just so I can watch Netflix for the few things that are on there. There are some things on there that I really like, though, Darlene. There's something called the Menu, Menu. It's really well. No, it's kind of horrible. It's kind of it's not like spooky, scary, but it's disturbing. That's what it is. It's disturbing. That's where I keep it, Becky. No, no, no. That's kind of a cowboy hat. I don't know. Are you talking about my? I don't know where my cap is. My Texas cap. Oh wow, Jackie, really? She was in Cambodia. I'm not brave enough to go to another country. I'm really not. I know, Diana, but I'm probably disturbed anyway. You know, Diane, when I needed to feel loved and cozy and that the world was wonderful and everybody in it was wonderful, I would watch Andy Griffith Show because that Mayberry and that way of life, I do too, Annette, that way of life that they had in Mayberry was just an absolute dream, what everybody would love. Beautiful little town, and everybody knows everybody, and you always got that one neighbor that got her nose in everybody's business, but otherwise, well, I can see why, Tammy. Yeah. Oh, I was stuck on Andy Griffith Show. I won all the time I watched that. Loved it. Petticoat Junction. Petticoat Junction. They're great, Cheryl. What? Diana? You don't mean it. Opie? Ron Howard died? See, I told you I'm slow on this. He's 70 years old. Gosh, y'all, Ron Howard, Opie, 70 years old. This doesn't say he's dead. Who said that? This doesn't say he's dead. I'm going all the way down. I'm looking at every single thing that you're saying he passed away in July. Well, I'm gonna have to find out, man. Come on, man. No, Diana. No. Okay, Jackie. Thank you for coming in. Thanks so much, Jackie. Have a good weekend. No, I looked it up too. He's still alive. He's 70 years old. He's still alive. Wow. Oh, Diana, there is a couple of, well, there's probably more than that. And they've got a big picture up there and they go, so look who died last night. And that they get hundreds and hundreds of views because it's clickbait and they're making money off of that. And then you get in there and they're not, that person didn't pass away or anything at all. It's clickbait. Yeah, Darlene, I loved that show. Yeah. He is very, very old, Tammy. Well, he's alive, Kathy. There are a lot of fake stuff. Yeah, it's hard to know what's real and what's not anymore, y'all, when especially you hear it several times. Right, Ella Jean, me too. So, Well, that shook us up, y'all, when we found out Ron Howard died. Uh-oh, I see I've got a lag on my screen. Yeah. Because I was on there one day and they go, so and so died. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yes, Joy. That's the worst. That's the worst thing that ever happened. Well, maybe Otis uh, passed out in the alley. Maybe Otis. He would throw. I mean, Ernest T. Bass would throw rocks and hit the street lights, knock them out. Oh yeah, Tammy probably saying he died. Yeah, Brother Rose, I hear you. Yes, Diane. Here's one bullet. Don't, I remember that one, Becky. And they had to talk him into donating it as a historical, you know, something from history, and he donated it. That's the only way they could keep him from Tammy. Okay, that's funny. I don't know. There are so many. Jim Neighbors, Connie. Uh, it was Jim Neighbors that could sing. Yep, you're welcome. They do it all the time, Diana. They use anybody's name. I'm surprised I'm not on there, but nobody would watch. But that's what they do. It's clickbait, and they're not supposed to do that. Oh, shoot, Annette. I noticed a while ago I had a little problem with it, with my screen too. It froze up a little bit. Okay, Rachel. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you for coming in. I know. She doesn't know how to do anything. That's what he said, Blue Rose. I remember that. What's gonna become of her? She doesn't know how to do anything. Yeah. Gomer. Jim Neighbors was Gomer. Goober was the other guy, the other one. And then Jim Neighbors got his own spinoff where he goes into the army. It was a great show, wasn't it, y'all? Great times. You were in love with Gomer? Yeah, it's Gomer. Yeah, Diane, if that happened, it'd be all over YouTube and everywhere else. People would be reporting that because he's just famous as he could be. That's right, Tammy. They were cousins. Yeah, Gomer. Anyway, it's great. I think that Gomer sings The Impossible Dream, and that is a YouTube video. Okay, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. You have a good weekend. I like that too, Diana. Ava Gabor. And Ed. His name was Ed. Shoot, I can't think of his name. You're Shazam. Y'all were, oh, my favorite episode, Andy Griffith. Citizens Arrest, Citizens Arrest. Y'all remember that? he was he was he was arresting everybody. Okay, Ella Jean. See you soon. Thanks for coming in. I didn't watch it, Martha. I didn't watch it. I can't stand to watch shows that have animals in it that something's going to happen to them. That bothers me. Oh, really? I did, but it didn't pop up for me. But, you know, deadgum guy, he should have that removed. That's not nice. I did too, Tammy. Loved that one a lot. I watched it all the time. I really liked it. The cement pond. I think Jethro is still alive, and he is like in his 90s, y'all. But he's still alive. Okay, y'all, look, it's almost 1:30. So I'm going to get myself to the festival, and what I'm going to do is film it. I love Carol Burnett. Tammy, I still watch some of those on YouTube all the time, and they're hilarious. So I will do my best to film as much as I can and show y'all what's there, although you can't buy anything. But anyway, I'm going, and I will show you my video when I get done. And I want to thank you all for coming in and listen. Prayers for everybody who needs the prayer. I know we all do, but some of us need prayers. Loved Mama's house in it. Love it. Thanks, Becky. Thanks, Tammy. Don't forget to join our group if you want to. Yep, Cookie Search. Y'all, thank you so much. You made my day, as you always do. And anyway, pray for those who need it, especially on this day. So, okay. Y'all have a great weekend. Everybody be very, very careful. Yeah. I did? I said 1:30? Oh, no, I meant we've been in here an hour and 30 minutes. Is what I see what you mean. Anyway, y'all, thank you again. I'll see you soon. Hope God is good to y'all today. You deserve it. Love y'all. Bye bye.